This video is best viewed on a stereoscopic 3D monitor or with YouTube's cardboard viewing option. For more 3D options, use the Flash Player by clicking the first link in the description. Welcome everyone to Stereo 3D Productions and this virtual reality let's play of a game called Obduction. Now, if you follow this channel, you might have seen me do a first impressions video of this game using my Oculus Rift CV1. And you probably spotted a huge difference from that right now. That being that this time around, I am using not the Oculus Rift CV1, rather the HTC VIVE. Yes, this game does not have official HTC VIVE support. Rather, right now, I am running it with a software library known as ReVIVE, which is a software library that works with the Oculus runtimes in order to run Oculus-only games on the HTC VIVE. Did a little bit of research and found out that the libraries would work for this game, so I gave it a try. And be honest with you, I'm very satisfied with the result of my tests, to the point where I decided to initiate this series. So during this series, and until further notice, aka the day the developers decide to implement their own HTC VIVE support, I will be playing this game with the VIVE using the ReVIVE libraries. So let's get started here. Let's walk down this path.
We all lost everything. Everything but our stories. And they shouldn't be forgotten. I was 3. It was April of 1983. Cecil, it was 1870 for you. Pam and Vera, you tell it like it was yesterday, but it's been 62 years since you saw that blast of light.
One thing I have to mention is the reason for me bothering to try the ReVIVE libraries. This Let's Play will likely be recorded off large sessions. In fact, I'm not even sure on the structure yet, if I'm going to do any cutting or if I'm going to just split my sessions into different parts. But I will run the shit out of this game. And the problem is that if I did that with the Oculus Rift, after about an hour and a half of gameplay, the Oculus Rift feels like I am basically getting a nuclear bomb detonated in the middle of my forehead. It doesn't feel good at all. It gets too hot, especially in the forehead region. Whereas I've always found the HTC VIVE for long-term seated VR to be far more comfortable. Because when you're seated, you won't tend to swing your head about as hard, and it won't shift the headset, so the headset can be a little heavier and that doesn't matter. But the Vive's advantage is that poofy face foam, and the fact that it seems to run, although it does run hot, it runs at a much cooler temperature than the Oculus Rift CV1. So I will be able to play 2, 3, maybe even 4 hours at a time this game. We'll see where we go with this. I have to make a mention that from the tests I've performed, this game, second one in a row that I find looks a little bit better in the HTC VIVE. It's clearer. I've always mentioned that it reveals the weakness with the lack of anti-aliasing, but it's just clearer, and I can put up with a little bit of edging because I get such a clear, distant vision, and I get to appreciate the scale a little more. It's hard to explain. It's maybe just a 5% difference between headsets. Yet I see it, and it's just beautiful. These pine trees look real. It's just absolutely beautiful in this one.
Light. That's where all of our news stories began. It streaked across the sky, mesmerizing, but unnerving. Even in daylight, Joseph, you said it was gloriously bright. But in the twilight, it was spellbinding. Whether it was in the deep woods like Cecil or right outside town like Jane and Jenny, we were drawn to see more. Vera, you said you recall smiling. Some of you were alone. I wasn't. My dear grandma, God bless her, rejoiced as if some forebearer of good fortune. Grandma lifted me from the carriage on the porch and walked into the yard so we could watch it unobstructed.
Damn, this looks so good. And don't get me wrong, folks, I'm not saying it looks bad in the Oculus the slightest. It's just that tiny little edge I'm giving it to the Vive because of that beautiful sharpness. I have increased my resolution scale to 135%. At first I went with 140, but 140 causes performance issues. Especially with ReVIVE, you have to be a little more careful because it is an injector, which sort of makes the process a little less efficient than running first-party Vive support. You might have noticed earlier I had a sort of tracking flash there. That's probably because the game had a micro stutter moment, and ReVIVE had to let go of the game for a moment. So things like that may happen, but it's still just so nice in here. It's so comfortable with this headset. It's allow me to relax for hours and enjoy these visuals.
None of us understood. Whoa. But, well,
Ow, my eyes, holy
followed.
shit. That was real.
And we all felt some kind of trepidation, yet attraction as we approached it, and it approached us. You all remember, there was no turning away. It advanced, almost like purposefully, spinning slowly until, well, found us, each of us. We should tell these stories because it saved us and
Oh, that sucks. The particles went completely nuts, and it went 2D on me right there. Oh, that sucks. Am I gonna see a transition that I didn't originally see? Yeah. Here's a weird thing about running with the ReVIVE library. It's that the game actually thinks I'm running in desktop mode right now. So all the UI overlays and the subtitles are going to be messed up. In fact, I'm even surprised that this feature here my in-game UI actually works. So that is really weird. But I will have a few UI issues. In fact, I have to have, for this playthrough, my Logitech F310 gamepad connected so that I can do the interactions. Because if I'm not careful with that, I will lose my mouse focus, and then I'll need to do something weird to rotate. I mean, I can... The good thing here is, in my tests, I found out I could keep playing either way. Even if I make that mistake of trying to interact with the mouse, I can keep playing after. But there are some things I absolutely need the gamepad to perform the action. It's a little bothersome to such a great-looking game with so much things to discover inside. Coded in questionable UI mechanics. The user interfaces in this game are all over the place. In VR, you'll find the num key enter works. Sometimes you'll find your gamepad works. Sometimes you'll require the Oculus remote. I find it completely ridiculous. It should have been all keyboard and mouse at the base, plus all the other options. But it's nice to be able to play it in the first place, and it's nice to see that they put the smooth rotation. All these things that they fixed that were really, really critical are gone, making this thing absolutely fully playable. It's a lot like Solus in many respects, whereas if I look down, I'll actually slow down. You have that thing going on, so there's a bit of weirdness with the movement speed. Just when you look down and you're only walking, you end up going really slow. Alright, I've seen this before. Let's open it up. One more note I have to make. You see, Eincrou is doing a video of this game right now, okay? And by here was declaring that there was no more technical notes. And, he slightly broke the promise a few minutes later, but I'm not going to make that promise, because there will be about 50, 60 times more mentions of technical things than his Let's Play. So just wanted to mention that plenty of technical issues will be brought up during this play. Alright, I gotta remember not to fuck with my mouse. So the note I wanted to make is these videos are supposed to be in 3D, but I'm seeing a flat plane because the game thinks I'm running in desktop mode, so the videos are in 2D.
My name is Joseph. I am the mayor here. You are most probably a bit confused and disoriented, but let me reassure you, everything will be fine. You're not the first to go through this experience. The others who have come before you will help you adjust. Follow the trail to the house with the white picket fence. Farley will meet you there and introduce you to your new life here.
Spoiler warning. Farley will not meet us there. Just saying. This... I was talking about this with Eincrou, where the VR world scale on the VR camera rig might actually be incorrect. And we were wondering what the developers would have as a justification for this. It's kind of easy to conclude that it's probably a mistake on their part. Because if it were to make the experience more comfortable for beginners, it would have been the opposite. They would have flattened the scale, not deepened it. So I don't know what they would have had as an idea, but I did a test. The door to the house is about 5'3". If I were to, stand in that world and try to walk through that front door, I would hit my whole entire forehead on the frame. And I'm not a tall guy, so there is something weird going on with the scales. Credit to Eincrou for making that discovery. He's been taking NVIDIA Ansel screenshots of this game. 360-degree, 3D. They are beautiful. They're absolutely breathtaking. And the one thing we both noticed as we were doing this investigation is that the world scale in the Ansel screenshots, the 360 stereo, the 3D depth is correct. So everything appears a bit dollified in this world when you play it in VR. It's not by much. I would say it's about 90% the size of what it should be. But it makes enough difference to make this world look more psychedelic than it is. It's far out there. We'll take a look at stuff together. Let's see all this. Oh, hello, Farley. This is the most of Farley aside from that video that we're going to make. I believe I have the grass on high, probably epic, I'm not sure. Oh no, it's true. For the purposes of capturing at 60 FPS, which I'm able to do with ReVIVE, which is pretty cool, I decided to lower a few settings to make sure that I would get some good performance. So far, it's working out great. Oh, I got a hitch here. Holy shit. Massive hitch. Ah, the wonders of running Frankenstein virtual reality. It's not the game that crashed, it's SteamVR. So yeah, my runtimes went completely bye-bye. What happened is the game sort of froze in my headset. When I closed the game and started it up again, the display fired up. It had the frame that I had when the game seemed like it crashed, but the game didn't crash. Go figure, that must be a ReVIVE specific issue, where it sort of loses contact with SteamVR, just sort of locks it into that same frame. The reprojection wasn't even active anymore. Nothing. So at the house here, I'm trying to open the door just to show you that it's locked. Do not approach anything that even remotely resembles this diagram unless it has been disabled. So if I understand properly, the first thing I should do if I ever see this is open-heartedly jump right into it. Pretty sure they're going to want to do that. That is cool. That looks cool. So if you'll excuse me, every time I lift up my headset, I have to sort of reseat it for long-term comfort. That's one thing I find guys with big heads have over me. They're able to like lift the headset like a pair of sunglasses and leave it hanging in there. I can barely do that. And when I do, it messes up my straps. So I have to fucking start over again. Guess I will click. Screw it. I will taint my game. Little fire truck. I wonder now, what happens if I do this? Oh, it's still facing me that way. When I saw Eincrou's video, I was wondering if you could actually walk around it and see something. Well, there's a fire truck here. I'm gonna try to remember that. Okay, I just had a random load screen now. I'm surprised. None of this was really happening on a steady basis during my test. But I'm pretty sure now this has to do with me interacting with the mouse. I gotta be really careful to use that stupid-ass gamepad to press buttons. Like the interact button. There's gonna be a situation later where I'll be really forced to use it. Like the mouse doesn't even work on the stupid controls. Alright, so there's one thing I want to make sure I remember. I've seen it enough times by now. But thank you, Eincrou, for the hints at playing a game made by these developers. 1436. There's also the little flag here. Probably. There we go. Or if I can't get myself a better proximity for the pad. There we go. That should do it. Alright. Well, whatever that mysterious, random, in the middle of nowhere load screen did, it wasn't bad. Because it reset my mouse focus. So, I wonder if there's even a button I could use to inhibit that behavior. So there is the whole Hartnell family here. Oh, wow. So originally I wasn't able to read old stuff. I'm pretty sure they're reusing tombstones. It looks like this kind of crazy ass world where they'd be doing something like reusing tombstones. 1852 to 1895. What the hell? I barely read the first one. Well, it's a Hartnell, that's what I can tell you. I guess that's the founder. John Farmer and Robert. Mama Mary. Father, grandfather, and something. Almost intentionally just brushed off enough so you can't read it. Luther Roscoe. I did. I guess Hartnell. Yeah. I did Hartnell. Nice place for a graveyard. I'm developing theories about this bubble. But from what I've heard, I will soon discover things about it. Rather early into the game. So let's get a move on. I don't want to pace myself too slowly. I'm probably not the best type of candidate for a game like this because I tend to want my gaming to not necessarily cut to the chase or rush. But I do like when the pace picks up every now and then. And sometimes it might work against me. I might actually miss a few things in the game. Just because I'm trying to press on. But there's also the fact that I've seen the beginning part of this game. And I've seen it like twice by now. Plus on Eincrou's video. So by now, I mean, I know where I have to go to begin for the first few steps, so I'll go ahead and take the opportunity to pick up the pace. There's a whole bunch of levers to control the rails, and there's this awesome looking, cute little western style town. Yes, you might notice on my video that my anti-aliasing is off. Look, I'm going to continue calling it anti-aliasing because there is no aliasing without the word ass in the word aliasing. Aliasing is too polite. It changes the tone on the word ass so that it doesn't sound like ass anymore. Aliasing is ass and thus for is aliasing. Alright? That's the deal we're going to make. Where do we go? I haven't seen this yet. Oh. I might have seen it in Eincrou's video. But I think I've seen an hour and a half of Eincrou playing the game right now. I don't recall specifically these two places. What the fuck? That light shaft. I want to get up and walk around, but there's a problem with the positional rotation in this game, for one, and for two, I'm afraid to mess up the run times, man. I've already had 2 issues. That's just not impressive, man. I just want to enjoy the game. Because despite the small issues I'm having, for fuck's sake, this is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. What happened here? Can I? There's a pick in, but I can't seem to select it. Man, these indoors. When I first played Obduction, I was a bit triggered by the fact that every damn door you walk up to is locked. That's why I took the time to shake the door of the White House that I knew was locked anyway. It's because we're going to see a lot of that, and I want to put it all in the video. Lots of locked doors. See, this is where you can tell that the scale is not large enough. Either these are beds for maybe grown toddlers, like 6 years old, or everything's about at 80-90% of the correct scale. Everything is a bit too small. The couch is too small. Chairs, it's kind of hard to tell with a chair because you could actually sit on that. If I compare floor height to that, not too high, and just the objects, the scale, the mass is wrong. But still, it's not terrible. Like, this is the only human figure I've seen so far, like actual human model. So if you'll excuse me, this is not because I'm staring at a pair of, what are those, overly cleavaged boobs? Like, overly cleavaged, like, but, and a tiny head, but, yeah, it's too small. If that were to be the torso of a person, they're just a bit too small. And I'm not complaining about boob size, I'm complaining about overall scale. I hope we get to go to the floating islands. One day, mommy, my dream is to get to the floating islands. Oh, nice. I really placed the keypad.
We have a healthy, thriving community here, as you can see. Our garden was planted years ago and has supplied plenty of food for many generations. The buildings around town serve multiple purposes, including housing, schooling, and storage. I'm sure you have run across a number of folks already. Many were brought here, like you, and some actually were born here. We all feel we are part of the whole.
Poor guy. No, none of that, buddy. None of that. It's sorry to say, your town's a shithole. Did you hear that? Just think, your town's a shithole. Actually, there's one dude in the city, not a bunch of folks. There's one dude. We'll go meet him shortly. Still drinking it all in. It is really, really good looking in this headset. I've been surprised more than enough now to realize that pretty sure if you averaged out ratings of how games look across both headsets, across multiple gamers, you'd get a very good parity between the Oculus Rift and the HTC VIVE. It always lies in the runtimes and the implementation. Runtimes have been getting better and better, and implementation, well, now that devs are getting experience, it's getting less and less clumsy. So you're getting some pretty good results out of everything. So now there's going to be the water flow to activate there. And I wonder why there's some shimmering going on in the rocks. See, this is probably a continuity error of some sort. Unless the water is trickling somewhat. No, it's not. See, this would suggest to me, and I don't think this is the case in the game's story, but this would suggest to me that this river was flowing very shortly, and I'll show you why that doesn't really make sense. There shouldn't be any wetness on the rocks yet. This is not supposed to have flown in a while. Let's go and sprint this time. I do like the feeling of sprinting in VR. I'll show you something cool that I did not do in my first impressions video. Just walk right into this beam. This is a theory that I had. I don't know if it's correct. I don't know if it has anything to do with anything. But do you notice something when you step out of this? See the color scheme of the world beyond that weird dome around this strange place? Let me back up What does this color scheme look like to you? It's exactly like outside of the dome. So I don't know if it just changed my dimension. But from standing here and being delivered this perspective, that's what I gather from it. And then when you walk out, it's daylight again in a normal type space. This place is to look at. I don't even know if this button works yet. If I have to do it later, you probably have to do it later. Because there's going to be some power to restore. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to have to restore power. So I'm going to have to be careful of the xenomorph on my way to restoring the power. Can you ward off the xenomorph for me? Distract it. You can fly, it's not going to kill you. Just fly in circles right above it while I go and restore the power. I'll have to show you something if it doesn't take too long. Actually, okay, I'll do that. I'll show you something. Hello? Hello? Anyone home?
Lasted long. You should have been. I thought you'd all been. The devil are you?
You're supposed to be in 3D, but in ReVIVE, you're in 2D.
Now?
So with Oculus, all these videos, the person is in 3D. Like they look like they're standing there. Sort of.
You should have listened to me. I'm going home. Maybe it's good timing for you. You might spend a lot less time in this prison than the rest of us has. Alrighty, maybe it's good timing for me. No more waiting around. I guess I could do it all on my own if I had to. Well, could speed things up a bit with your help. First off, you should know that this whole place has been battened down for that old Carfin Mofang battle. We gotta get everything unbattened. And I got me a bit of power here, but I'm gonna need it all. If you can concern yourself with that, get all the power lines on, I'll be working on my devices. Now, let's get the hell out of this place.
It's odd how we were just going over 3D scales and people scales, even though this guy is like a cardboard cutout. Oddly enough, his size is appropriate. Alright, I had to make a little cut here because I found that my volume was a little too low. I just noticed that my mouse lost focus, but the rotation still works, so we'll just press on. Hopefully no big issues arise. I have tricks to deal with that as well. I'm surprised when I started off the game, during my tests, my rotation center was way off. Now it's a lot better. When you turn your head, you'll find that the rig moves back and forth a little bit when you turn your head. It appears to be in relation to positional and I don't know where the recenter key is in this darn game, so take a look at that as the series develops. It's not a big deal. It's only a little annoying. Arc has the same issue. Even with the Oculus. When you turn your head, it sort of goes back and forth. Alright, so here, check this out. I'll show you a trick. That's the trick. The door's locked. Remember that. Locked door. Alright, here we go. So, from doing tests, I've also found out that you can't fall in this game. No, this game does not allow parkour, unfortunately. I would have really loved that. There are a lot of places that you're sort of tempted to walk up to and merrily explore. And then you want to just walk off the cliff ledge because it's not even that high, right? You do it in real life. And the game has an invisible wall around the path that is elevated, so you can't jump down. And every time I'm like, come on, come on. Had a lot of that going on during my test. And you might notice that I'm doing this play on a somewhat soft-spoken tone compared to my usual videos, so relatively speaking. I don't want to qualify the video as ASMR at all, although I do know that my keyboard is probably one of the best selections to perform keyboard ASMR with. Freaking Unicomp keyboards are much louder than Cherry Red or anything like that. They're the loudest, toughest keyboards in the universe. Unless some alien civilization have made even tougher keys. But then you'd need anvils to trigger them. But yeah, I don't want to qualify it necessarily as ASMR, mostly because I have so many audio technical limitations that disallow me from properly producing ASMR content. This was a request from my friend at Eincrou Productions Co. Coincidentally, his name is Eincrou. And he's now doing a series of this game himself. This is fucking beautiful. He's now doing a series of this game himself using the Oculus Rift DK2. And he too sort of took a soft-spoken tone when he started playing the game, but the original idea was that he was going to gift me this game, and his request was that I do an ASMR Let's Play. Now, there were a lot of issues with this game in VR at launch that caused us to instead get the game refunded, so as Eincrou realized, there wasn't even any smooth rotation with the mouse. Nothing was working properly, so we had to refund and wait. I don't like buying a game on a promise that the devs will fix something later. I like things to be fixed when I have the game, you know? So that's what the refund is for, right? They can keep their promise as long as they want. As soon as they implement what they promised, you buy the game. So that's what happened. I'm the one who ended up buying it for myself. I was on the fence about even doing a Let's Play in this game, until I realized, even though I have those technical limitations that sorta don't permit me to do what Eincrou requests, the ASMR, if I were to label these ASMR, a lot of people would probably complain about background noise and shit. I really don't have a perfect audio setup for that. I sort of screwed myself over. The mic stand that I use also holds on to a VIVE tracker. Oh, I had never noticed the bottom here. Oh, I want to go fishing or scuba diving. I want to go swimming. That water makes me want to go swimming. Well, like I was saying, I didn't want to go and launch myself into something that was not technically feasible for me. However, after my first impressions video, I sort of realized this game's pace, and the fact that if you try to rush it, you'll probably find it unpleasant anyway, so the best approach would be a chill approach. So while I'm not going to be doing an actual ASMR series per se, I will try to keep the tone down, much lower than I usually do. I will not watch my language. I will fucking swear as much as I motherfucking want, but it's all going to be done on a chill, let's have a coffee together, let's have a beer together, play the game type of tone. So that's how it's gonna be. Hey, I was pressing it, you cunts. I was pressing with your favorite control method. And there we go. We have the water flowing out. into a river. Wow. I don't know, that water looks really good. I believe I went from epic to high in order to be able to smoothly record the play. And I think Eincrou had his on low because I did not see that much surf on the water. The white stuff is beautiful around the rock down there. And along the edges, it's all crashing. I wonder if on high it's smart enough to do vortexes, like when the water gets caught in a pocket on the side. Probably not, because you can see it happen over there. Or actually, wait a minute. Crashes there, it flows into that, it spins. It's not physically accurate, but it's sort of trying to do it. The problem is it does look like a lot of that water's coming out of the side of the rock. That's pretty good looking. I think the bottom is a separate plane, because there is something weird going on when I move my head. It moves the bottom. You'll probably see it happen. Especially if you're watching this video in stereoscopic 3D, which I will work on doing. I'll make sure the series, as usual, has the stereoscopic 3D variants available. And what I like about this ReVIVE method is that I am capturing not through the SteamVR mirror window, but it turns out that what Unreal Engine outputs when you run the game with ReVIVE is identical to what you would get in the SteamVR mirror window. So I went ahead and just used the game itself to mirror. And there is no warp and no distortion and no CA in the output. So you will be getting something that, compared to an Oculus VR capture of this game, will look sharp as hell without turning into 2D. Because I like to do the 3D variant of my video, so I have to capture at those actual VR resolutions. And thus, it's not quite perfect to fill up a screen in 2D. But if you do a 3D viewing, you might understand why. I like to make my videos that way. 3D videos, even on a good 3D monitor, pretty awesome. I test mine often, even with red and blue glasses. They're not half bad. They're really not half bad. Like for anaglyph video, I'm surprised YouTube does use an optimized algorithm, so the videos look not bad at all. Oh, I've spoken to you. Have I? I haven't.
Part of our ecosystem here is our supply of water. It is supplied as a natural process of the system itself, and we don't really understand how. Although the entire system is very closely tied together. The fact that one of the most important necessities of life has been provided to us has led many to believe that this place has a purpose. Others attribute to a complex natural process which we one day hope to understand. Either way, we are glad to have all the water we need.
Either way, we are glad to have all the water we need. Hello, my name is Joseph, and I have come from Kazakhstan to run Honrath. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be that before that. Right. If I want to pivot it inward, I think I can just go down. I cannot see the arrows on the UI. And there's something that can go up or down. I can't see the arrows on it. I hope that doesn't cause too many problems when I reach the sections I haven't seen yet, where I might see a switch and not understand that it's supposed to go up or down. But at least I'm using the gamepad to press these things now, so with the gamepad I can use the thumbstick to control the direction. So at least I can try pressing that. There we go. So that pushes the water inward, thus turning this. But now you lose your ability to use the overpass or to walk across this. You must close it back up before you do that. We enter one of the places that really blew me the hell away during my first impressions video. This looks really good. And if it were not for the fact that I insist on recording this at 60 frames per second, I would have brought my resolution scale back up to 140 because it looked amazing in here, and I can see the slight decrease now. It's a little more shimmer. And I want to turn on an anti-aliasing technique because their anti-aliasing techniques are actually ass in this game. They don't look very good. Might as well have it off. It looks like 2 layers of really bad FXAA. If you know your video games, FXAA is pretty shitty. What it does is basically, if you've ever used Photoshop, an edge blur filter is what FXAA is. It's just fucking edge blur. Ah, my GPU is working very hard now. One thing I will run, because I want that chill tone to the series, I will be to some extent running a noise reduction filter, an advanced noise reduction filter on this. But I don't want to put too much of it because that damages the audio. So there might be a little bit of background noise from my fans when my GPUs were up. Let's just pretend that those are part of my quasi-ASMR experience that is not actually ASMR. Holy shit. For fuck's sake. No wonder my GPU is freaking out here. I didn't notice earlier because I was storming through this place back and forth trying stuff. And for half of those tests I wasn't even recording. I only started testing recording after I made the damn thing work. And I recorded a few times to see that everything was working okay. And I had a talk with Eincrou, and that's when I determined we should probably simu-play this game. So I was going to start a series for it. There's a button here. The light is off, so obviously I've tried it before. It does nothing. Just to show you. Now, there's another place to check out here. Wonder. Oh, there's something behind it. There's definitely something there. Wait, no, I can't. I'll have a control for it. So, the upcoming puzzle, I already know the solution to. I first off saw it on Eincrou's Let's Play series. And second off, I did it twice during my tests. I actually managed to reload the game to sort of Alt F4 before it managed to register the event and did it a second time. This is very, very appreciative. I can tell the difference between when I move with my mouse and when I move with my head. Big difference is when you move your head, asynchronous time warp corrects the frame rate if it dips. But if you use your mouse, asynchronous time warp does not know about mouse movement. And thus, asynchronous time warp does not kick in when you use the mouse, only your head. Okay, come on guys, are you serious? You already had it at the... Really? Is that it? It's like, I don't... Oh, right. I get it. So, fuel rise from that. Let's send it straight to the fuel drain. So, no, it's up. I'm surprised that the flag was already up. Is that just to confuse you? That's cunty. Cool, so check this out. Video game logic 101. We got a big, probably pretty large tank of gas there. As you saw, there's a meter, everything that appears to be a generator we can turn on, but watch this. The gas this thing takes is not very realistic. I want to fill the tank here. Look at how much gas we pump. Look, even a scooter needs more cranks than that. Even a little weed whacker will take a couple more cranks of gas than that. Unless your pump is really good, I'm calling bullshit on the amount of fuel I've just pumped. I'm calling total bullshit on it. Check this out. Is it true? Can it be? Oh, wait a minute, what? Cuts. It's a blocker valve. Why didn't I think of that? I've already done it. That's the worst part. Hold on. Brain fart. There we go. Sort of have to point next to it because there's probably arrows that show up if you play with Oculus or if you play on the desktop. Okay, but right now, here. That sort of made me lie. It would have been like, yeah, if you turn the crank 3 times, it's probably not going to fill up the tank. Well, watch this. Full. 3-4 cranks. That's it. Full. Either we're dealing with a really small tank or bullshit. Bullshit. Alright, so you click that and that opens this panel. And this is where I'd gotten stuck. I have to actually use my thumbstick. So I click and I do this to prime it, and I have to hold it if not. Yeah, there you go. So the gamepad providing a bit of assist here. I'm not using the Xbox One gamepad. I'm using my Logitech F310. I have to tell you honestly, if I hate the notion of plugging an Xbox product in my computer, but worse than that, I don't like the size of that controller. The Xbox One controller is freaking huge. It's way too large. See, I'm used to cars where if you hold the starter this long, by now you've destroyed the starter. But in this one, you have to hold it for a while. So the first few times I'd actually let go, because maybe the game has a state where you can burn the starter. There we go. It looks like we've restored some form of power here. So, I wouldn't be doing this step if it weren't for the fact that look at Eincrou Production Co's part 4 of this VR Let's Play. Part is called Railgun, and in it dropped me a little piece of information. I probably would have figured it out myself, but I just have one thing to say as I head for this piece of information. Well, I type it in, and that is the following. Boo! That's the most ASMR type of boo I could deliver. Do I have to hit the plus 2? This, I'd have appreciated the number be harder to find. Oh look, I missed the opportunity to show you another locked door. Don't worry, we'll get the chance very often. But yeah, the reverse code. When I saw that on the numpad, I was like, oh really? But check out where we are right now. This is getting really weird. This is sort of venturing. I'm not saying going full out into, but venturing into albino lullaby types of weird. This is so weird. I have to reseat my headset a little bit. Peer right out of it. Making a lot of adjustments. Sorry for the cuts. Actually, sorry for the cuts. It's probably my least cut video in quite a while. Sorry for the presence of them. I had to do those adjustments parts. I lift the headset off. Fucks up the image on the screen. Shows you a shaky version of the sky. Cut that shit out. I made a little volume adjustment there. I may actually gradually continue increasing as I go. Jesus, freaking beautiful in here. This light, the scatter, that shit is legitimate. And it's like there's not just scatter, but back scatter, which means that where the light goes onto a given surface and reflects off, will bounce off a second time onto something else. So it's like you can see this green just scattering all over the place. Okay, I'm guessing I can't. If those is probably a bad idea. I do probably take this roof down. Hey, see, this is really weird. The ceiling feels high enough, but the door frames don't. The ceiling's oddly like it's like the doors were too low, perhaps. Find planets with similar atmospheres. 3. Swap. 4. Tree from seed. Heart. Soil. How come though this is not connected to that? Heart superposition. Hard connect path open when mature. 4 species meet. What happens at fruition? Swap here. Maybe dead. More seed bears. Scattered throughout the universe. Why the scattering? It's not weird. So, it's 4 species. Will the tree thingy connect everything? Okay. Can I? How do I do this? Hey, play. There we go. That's it. Or maybe. Oh, oops. Oh, there you go. Oh.
Well, I feel like I should say something. We haven't heard from Shavar. So, well, so we assume that Shavar, well, the attack is inevitable. We just don't know when. So, Shavar and her family, and others she trusts, I guess, well, they'll arrive when they can, without giving, like covertly. So the plan will happen, in spite of our, we're locking down as much as possible here, and moving everybody out. CW will stay here, and I'll go to Murray at the last possible moment. Most are gone. There's just a few
There's
left here
cuts. I
now.
think she's making multiple.
The mayor got out
recordings.
early. I don't even know why I'm recording this.
Because I found it.
It's like somehow we'll live on or something. I guess this has meaning if someone listens, but who? A new one? A new arriver. Oh, God, the kiosk out front. I need to update that message.
How much tape is there? This is cool. This I like a lot. I think this is the dead air from where I started playing the tape. Yeah, has to be. Oh, wait, she's coming back. The tape's gonna end. I'm getting a lot of tracking wobbling. I think my GPU is freaking the shit out in here. It's not working steady enough for the tracking to even update on time. Killing machine. Ah, there you go. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so I just took a look at everything. Make sure that the system is not dying. It took a second. It wasn't a very big cut to make. I just wanted to make sure that the system isn't overheating or anything. I don't mind brutalizing it as long as I don't break it. It's fine. But right now you can probably get the gist of where we are. We are at Picket Fence House. That lovely little house. If I recall properly now, I can actually just freely enter, exit the house, and that connects to the other side, thus shortening my walk to a lot of mechanisms that exist at the other end of the map over there. That's pretty nice. Backwards code into the house. Might be some people that'll say that that doesn't quite carry the memory of a game like Myst or Riven. For someone like me, I actually appreciate the sort of diet version. Mostly because the original Myst, Riven, well, there's a reason why it didn't catch my eyes, because it looked fucking hard as fuck and easy to get stuck. This will be less the case in this game. I think this game's going to be a little more lenient. And I hope it doesn't get too much hate for being like that. I don't think it's dumbed down per se. I think it's just lenient. I think I know what this is. Oh, that looks cool. That's really cool. Are we gonna watch something here? What are we watching? What is this? What is this? What the fuck is this? Is it animated or so what do you add to this? Tree. Okay, so this is a map of this place. It looks like a... Oh, it's the inside of the dome. Okay, I got it. Yeah, what does this do? It seems to indicate to me a section here. Behind the tree. Behind the tower. There's something. Thank you, Eincrou. I know what a tower is now. It looks like a sort of a support platform for a rocket where the astronauts would climb to the top of the rocket. That's what it looks like. Jeez, soundtrack. This is looking and sounding really cool. In terms of grit on the surfaces and particles, atmospheric behavior like light shafts and dust, all that shit, I find that this game actually rivals that visual quality that I've almost only seen in games like Dying Light and Alien Isolation at this point. They're using a sort of SSAO, ambient occlusion, but it's proper. It doesn't look too clownish. I mean, I do find that SSAO always exaggerates shadows and corners. I've never seen that in real life happen. But at least this one first runs properly. It's stereoscopic 3D and adds a sort of, just contributes to the psychedelic nature of this. And on top of that, when it comes to the shadows, they don't tax performance so hard that you can't run them high. So shadows are looking very legitimate. And the grit, the materials, the textures, I mean, this is one of the reasons why I have my anti-aliasing off. My aliasing. I like to see the grit on the material more than I like to get everything blurred out. Hello, neighbors. How you doing? How you doing, neighbors? Just the quickest way to that weirdo. I think it's by here, so I'll go by here. Alright, take a jog. Go see my friend. I think his name is CW by now. So it's really weird how I noticed when you have a game that is running to the point where your GPU is getting hot, your computer's working really hard, it can actually eventually start affecting your tracking, and my tracking is fine. Right now the game's almost working just as hard. It appears that it is most evident when you stay put for too long. It's almost as a SteamVR, because it's missing frames in the data, starts thinking maybe the headset's off, or maybe the headset's moving and I'm not seeing it well. You know, it's almost as if the runtimes assume that it's impossible for you to stay perfectly still. And because it's getting drops in its data stream, it actually thinks you're supposed to be moving. I am not moving still. I'm still perfectly still. Let's walk into this. Yeah, I'm high, man. I'm so high. Whoa, these shrooms are awesome. Okay, enough. It actually looks like my shadow, like my actual shadow, with my hair cut just about the way I have it now. My height is obviously too short. Yeah, all the scales, like right now, it's I'd be taking that panel in the face if I were like my actual height in this game. This guy's feet would be going through the floor if he were actually standing in this game. Ah, I can hear him all this time. Sorry.
Sorry, I don't mean to neglect my manners. My name is Cecil. Most around here call me CW.
CW. That's it. What?
At least they did.
Oh. Everybody's dead?
Gotta move on. But, alright, well, if you ain't assessed already, we're all living within a large cell. It's a dome, wall, carved from prison, more like it. Whatever it is, hems us in. It ain't occurred to you already. It serves us both for you to get through the wall of this place. And I locked up the wall with that MOFAG device. That red beam up yonder. Gotta make this work and get home.
I'll try, buddy.
Scarlet. Scarlet was 7. Lord. I wonder. That red beam.
was cool. That was June. I'm about to reach a point where I will have no idea what I'm doing. I'll probably mark the end, but not yet, not there yet. I just want to mention that take care of everything I know in this part, and then start my next part. Not knowing what the hell I'm doing. It's probably going to be a way different pace that one, because I do expect to get caught. I'll give you an example. When I saw that backwards code, it was such an obvious solution. That's why I gave the boo to it. But, when I saw the backwards code, I was like, I would have gotten stuck on that one for a while because it's too obvious. It's like you would have tried all the way more complicated solutions. One of my thought would have been, while I was watching this video, was I thought maybe the train numbers, because they're all 4 digits, and it does look like this machine is expecting 4 digits. But yeah, backwards, yeah. That's not nice. These lights look legit. The blue one. There's like a light piercing effect in this game, where when light comes from the sun and hits you in the eyes, it actually really hurts. Ow! Like that. It genuinely hurts. Controls now. These... I suspect these are either slabs or mirrors of some sort. I'm not sure what yet. There's a couple of cool things I'll be able to try here. I'll give you an example. Do I have one here? Yeah. Of a really annoying invisible wall in this game. Kind of invisible wall that makes me go, come on. Watch this. I'm walking off the plank and want to go here. I just want to walk off here. Come on, it's 1 foot. Nah, won't let you. Check this out. This is cool. This is when they were testing these things to make videos.
All right, now move around.
This is awesome.
Look at Farley's face. She's like,
Why are you so nervous? This is just it.
can I get off?
Okay, now what? I think that's enough.
Well, I swear you are a natural.
And she's like, seriously.
Anyway, are the muffins just giving you stuff now?
Generously. Not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth.
I tell you, visually, the actors are actually believable in this game. This is pretty funny. Now, I'm going to be dealing with a revive issue here with this cannon. Take a look at it. I hope it doesn't plague me. This is pretty much where I was at. I just want to see one thing I forgot to do. This doesn't appear to be a button to activate this one. There are a bunch of notes here that we need to look at. So, this is, let's take a look at this. Mayor's Imager requests entry canyon, Farley's house, center of town, tree, water source, waterfall. Membrane, wall cell. Okay, so there should be one next to membrane. The wall tower, I haven't seen that one yet. Locomotive power generator. How come I haven't seen that one either? Must have skipped it. Scrapyard garage. Alright, cool. So we're really sure we want to do that way. These are, by the way, the best VR notes I've seen so far in all games I've played. Very easy to open. Ambassador seed swap machine functionality. Radius of swap sphere is defined at Firat swap, immutable. What? That's Firat, yeah. Seeds recharge naturally from ubiquitous ambient membrane power radiation tied to tree health. Forcing seed to open triggers prep behavior. Radius demarcation. Small battery added to amplify ambient membrane power. Charges continuously. Parabolic focusing of power used to trigger seed swap behavior. Locking location of swap machines assures predictability, no unanticipated damage. Radius demarcation also occurs at the same location in destination sphere. Without a pair seed defining the destination swap location, the destination coordinates match the source. Which means you do a loop. Voila, swapping. I get why. Easily deduce. There's teleportation or swapping. Dimensional projector produces apparently solid aberration with light volume and some sort of simulated mass. Ruko says all projectors will have similar power levels and communication protocols. There appears to be three primary elements. Projector element, beam emission, provides the primary light energy source. Control arm, some kind of control of a beam in 3 dimensions. Color, variable, and mass, invariable. Communication arms, internal comm signals, supplied across gap to projection arms. So these are these little 3 things that unfold. Oh shit, I don't know what to do. I just wanted to shift right while reading the book. 7 ohms gap, focus 22. Okay, that's a lot of mumbo jumbo. We'll use 7 volt communications level as a carrier voltage. 7 fucking volts. Where the hell do you get that? Varying the voltage around that baseline voltage produces solid light volume boxes in various colors formed from bottom to top, left to right. The Mofangs have turned the retrace timing to 30 Hz for us. Mighty kind of them. For full 3D resolution, approximately 525 by 150 by 150, the converter would be required to adjust the voltage about 3 nanoseconds. I don't have an abundance of circuitry to build converters running at 333 MHz. For still projections, rocks, the refresh doesn't matter. The display is persistent unless the voltage varies from 7 volts. I can produce the projection from a still image and set the voltage to 7 to maintain it. Less than 0.8 volts result in clear, open, massless display space. What the hell are we talking about here? Image bounce. Okay, so these are his projectors, and so if I understand properly, he's able to record and then reproject. Sound can be handled separately. Some projection noise, that's why his things are so weird. Some projection noise, slight shimmer, iron, radio interference, moving image, corruption noise towards bottom of projection. Image above projection, arm bounce are possible. Checking for potential hidden lethality. Checks out. Can't find anything destructive. Consistent spurious, very high frequency background carrier. No idea what that would be. Odd side effect. Projection intersecting any part of cell wall suppresses all transport. Not sure why we tried this. Farley claims it's related to some desire of mine to shoot everything at everything else. Oh, and that's it. This page is intentionally left blank. Okay, let's go take a look at what I already know, of course. And there's, oh yeah, I should go on the other side first. Arc style movement in Obduction. Mofang Disabler, Villain Technology, notes from MR. Okay, designed to disable anything based on Mofang technology. Disables when the blue beam cloud is within 1.5 feet of any Mofang device element. Elements physically collapse. Reassembly is possible, but non-trivial. Non-trivial. Uproar assures me that it's not harmful. Still not pointing it at my head. Well, I pointed it at my own head, it looked fine. Ruko has not been told that the Villains provided at it. So this is the lockdown list, and I think the lockdown list has been executed. Lock, tree gate, Farley's house, upper tower, lower tower, minecart into workroom. Turn on Mofang disable. Shut garage door, pump water from the tree roots, turn on imager rocks. Close swing bridge, divert river, turn off power, activate the don't disable. So that's what I need to post it. Please change Farley's lock code to secure the vault. Her address backwards should suffice. That's fine. That's really cute. That's really cute. At least it's not like Doom 3. You just pick up the PDA and get the code in it. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I actually appreciated that of Doom 3, that it would not be more complicated. The game was fucking hard enough. Okay, this is a fucked up part here. I know that I have to orient this, and it really doesn't work well even with the gamepad, but I shall try bravely. Look at this shit go. It's because it turns my head at the same time, but I have figured out how to work it. And there we go. I have destroyed that unit over there. Oh shit, I clicked. Yeah, that's my focus. That's good. I'm near the end of what I want to do. And I do know from Eincrou's video what comes after, but I have, as of part 4, because they gave me a warning about spoilers and shit, so I sort of 4 has been watched in a more sporadic form than all the 3 others, which I actually sat through, and I saw him use that chair. That's all I know. I saw him use that chair. I don't know what for. I tried to avoid seeing too much. I didn't see the code part. But that looks like a sprint car on an elevator, by the way. So we're going to be sprint racing. I don't think it moves forward. I think if I want to move forward, I need to find something else. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the actual train? Remember, I don't know now. Looks like it's got wheels underneath. Dude, are we going dirt racing an abduction? Alright, so here, I want to do one last thing to have fun on this video. Because right now I fucked up my mouse focus. I'd like to restart the game anyways. I'll call it a part for now. I've been playing collectively amongst all the parts probably about 2 hours. It's a good first part. Gotta remember also to have the editing to do after that, you know? Watch this. Oh shit, I clicked again. Nice. There we go. All gone. All fucking gone. See, what happens whenever I try to click to interact with something, at that point my mouse stops steering my character. So what I have to do is I have to hold my mouse button to sort of tell the game that my mouse is there and swing it. Now the problem is this is clearly a focus issue because it stops rotating when it reaches the edges of the screen. So I only have about a 360-degree rotation possibility, but all I have to do is sort of sweep back, and then I can just turn as much as I want. Like that. So it's not the end of the world, but I prefer being careful using the gamepad button to do the interactions, just so I can keep my mouse rotation nice and healthy. I really do hope that the devs, I know that I'm running with ReVIVE right now, and that sort of confuses the game into not knowing if it's actually running in VR or on desktop. It's actually, what happens when you launch with ReVIVE is the game has 2 configuration files, one for VR and one for the desktop. And you'll find that when you run this game with ReVIVE, it will actually load the config file from your desktop, not for VR. So that is partly a problem here, because it's running expecting the game to be on the desktop while actually outputting it in the headset in stereoscopic 3D through the Oculus runtime. So it poses a lot of problems like this, like the window focus probably would never get this with Oculus. wasn't too difficult. Because my dumbass clicked to interact, I should remember not to do that. I lost that mouse focus, and I gave the game a restart. I could have kept playing, but there's too many annoyances, especially with some of what you saw up there, the thing that I can't turn and shit, you know, there's so many issues. Mouse focus right now. It's almost tempting to go and try Oculus at one point to get rid of these annoyances too. This will be a series covering the whole game, so it's not like I don't have the opportunity to try Oculus at some point. But right now I really like this because I've been going for a while. All I do, I need to restart the games, quickly pop the headset up, do the full restart, start the recordings, camcorder, and OBS, and then just get my ass back in the game by popping the headset back on. So it's not even like that long of a duration. Oh, so you're just going downstairs? Okay. I thought, hey, wait a minute. He's now crossing or something? Why don't you say something about that? I swear you said something about that. Shit. I'm pretty sure I should check that. Battery capacitor log. Work begins on battery. Okay, so this is all explanation. Yeah, bleeder completed. New secure plugs. And this is all explanation. It's basically the maintenance log for this, which appears to be a battery. If I recall properly, one of the things I didn't do here that I did during my tests was to walk from here all the way over these tracks, all the way to that tree. You see, I still have some pointer confinement issues going on, where I can't turn all the way one way or the other. So I keep having to use the arrows to compensate. It's no big deal though. It's really no big deal. So this demands that you obviously come by here in the tree. It sounds like there's water going in, but this feels wrong. Hey, come on. I'm interacting. And I'm using your favorite control method. Game, stop it. These views, if only the rotation wasn't this way. I'm trying to see if I'm just sitting off center that much. Wow, no, now I am. So you gotta see that your position, damn, it doesn't shift when you turn your head. Or at least shifts as little as possible for maximized amounts of comfort. So I'll leave it like that. Hopefully I'm not killing the tree and making my game go game over. Or go see what that thing down there is all about. Talk about some MLG control methods right there. Using your arrows to recenter yourself, just like that. Hey, don't make me come on shrooms. Now, of course I have to enter this. How is it gonna work? Oh, this sucks. It's a sort of preview, and I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be in stereo. Oh no! It's just a piece of cloth. What the fuck is going on there? This fucking I'm supposed to see this through. Oh boy. This is another possibility of needing the Oculus there to run that shit. So. This. Oh shit. Hey. Come on. Oh. This. Alright, I got the laser beam off. I'm supposed to do something about that. What is this? Ah! Oh, okay. Fine, got it. Oh! I love this. No way. Oh, that is kind of cool. Oh. Oh. We're going sprint car racing, guys. I wonder now, are they gonna fucking screw me right out of the gate? I think so. Does it go fast? Oh, it's not slow. Hey, oh. Okay, good. I thought there was gonna screw me. There was gonna screw me, but they don't gonna screw me. Okay, so that, I don't know why that does that, but my arrows are now rotating. Only share. Fucking come on, game. Come on. Yeah, fix your shit. Even if I'm using the ReVIVE libraries, these issues are really weird, man. Oh, you cunts. How the fuck am I gonna get it around? Oh, okay. Can I? This is a vehicular puzzle. I may be good at these. So I have to do a 3-point turn, except I can't do it in my driveway. I need to follow the game's rails of a 3-point turn. That's literally a 3-point turn. That's so jarring when you end up in here and then it decenters your fucking view completely. Holy shit, I don't have to be mindful of this because these things are all fucked up right now. That sucks, man. Why'd you fucking recenter me all fucked up like that? Okay, this first. Alright, cool. Hey, wait a minute, what the fuck? I hit the lever, dumbass. I wish I could press E. I always wish I could press E. Alright, cool. Let's go. I'll repress this again, you fuckers. Isn't that just gonna fucking... I don't understand how these rail crossings work. Like how they're supposed to work mechanically. Okay, let me try something like this. See if it's gonna... Ah, there we go. Okay, cool. Yes, got it. Vehicular puzzle solved. Okay, and now we need... Yeah. Oh, fuck. Okay. I didn't do it. God damn it. Damn you, gamepad. Damn you. I like that little machine. I really like that little machine. But now, if I understand properly, I'm gonna have to do this more often and in possibly more complicated scenarios. In fact, maybe I break through things with that laser beam. Who knows? The rocks that are glowing. Ah. I like this little sprint car. So this is my sprint car. It can only go where it wants to go, sadly. It needs rails, but it's a pretty cool fucking sprint car. Let's see if he has anything to tell me about this, about what I just did. Make sure that I don't progress without making sure I got all the information I'm supposed to get.
You're gonna have to get through the wall of this stone.
Oh, okay, cool. I think that's exactly what I have to do. Get through the wall of stones. I don't know which. I know that there's more than just one. I don't mind going on back on board that thing. It's pretty cool. It actually is pretty cool. I just want to make sure that I'm standing as turned as possible, so that when I enter it, I don't fuck up. Come on, gamepad. God. There we go. Okay. Ready? Ready, folks? All aboard. Oh, this thing is steering and not steering me. That is so fucking gay. So there's absolutely no relativity between... Oh boy. Yeah, this is gonna need Oculus. I can't play like this. Oh, that's so fucking sad. That is... That, my friends, is really some bad programming right there. I'm sorry. The Obduction guys, meanwhile, made a pretty ass game, but it is not programmed well at all. Alright, well, I'm gonna end the part because I don't have much to do here other than curse. Because maybe if I exit the fucking thing, reboard right now, I can maybe get a straight line for like 10 seconds. Oh, that sucks. That's really, really bad. It's like, oh, sorry, we didn't think of the obvious things with our game. And this UI is really starting to get on my nerves. Okay, cool. So, must I? Wonder now. Does he get pissed off if I do it? We'll find out. Nice. Gone. I think there is some stone over there, is there? Cool, you can actually see it ring through the rock. Oh, there we go. I got some rock. Okay, let's actually... Oh shit, I destroyed it all. Cool. Okay, it's not so bad. I'm not gonna end the part then. I'm gonna keep playing. But next time... Fuck, I might actually... go for the Oculus to just take care of these issues. Well, what I dread with the Oculus is gonna get so damn hot. I'm gonna have to take a break every hour or some bullshit. But it's interesting right there. I wanna go see what I just did. I actually wanna go explore on foot what I need to do next. See, what's really disappointing is I know that if this thing was working properly, I mean, I really like it. It's freaking legit. It looks really cool. Okay, I don't think this is the kind of rock I can actually destroy. Only the ones outside. The ones that are glowing, the sort of weird red sheen. I think there's going to be some leftover of it here. Oh, well, there's one of these devices here. I could have sworn I saw some of that shimmering rock. When was that blocked off? So yeah, that's an example pile of rocks. Now, does this mean that my wheel will catch outside of that thing and keep going that way? Okay, what will we got here? What do we got here? I don't think we got some magic stone here. I think this is normal stone. I'll find out where that magic stone is. I know there was some there. It was just saw it blow up. Welcome stone. This area here. Oh, and then there's the the dead end. What I call it. Check this out. Check this out, folks. Check this out. It's not locked. So I hope I'm not like missing a shader here or anything. Ah, there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's the beauty. That's the beauty. We got it. We got it. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna walk the rail. Walk the rail. Walk the rail. There's a distinct crossing here, and I don't think I can interconnect easily just like that. Well, this is gonna be interesting. Oh, okay, cool. I got it. I got it. Not that complicated, but I do want to make sure that I continue turning left rather than take the test path. Or what's that? Okay, that's a dead end. That's dead end. This is the real one. Down here, I'm expecting it's set wrong over here. That appears like it will now grab. My inside wheel gets pulled, it doesn't grab onto that rail. That does make sense. I said, I'm not too sure how these fucking old rail things work. It's like, this should actually pull me in. Can I straight up? There's no way. No, okay, I can't straight up just turn around, so I'll go ahead. Just move myself in there. Oh shit, I gotta do these. Oh shit, no, that's actually not. Okay, cool. Let's just see if I need to do it. Yeah, I need to do it. Okay. Because you can pass one way, but then when you back up, it sort of snags you, but no, that wasn't the case. Alright, cool. Now, enter, and back up. I should be backing up to the right. Yeah, there we go. This is interesting. I'm gonna use this one to turn around. What I don't want to do is take the left right now. Yeah, that's what I want to make sure that I don't snag into that other road there. I think that was the case. Three-point parking on steroids. Got it. Okay. Did not expect. What? Oh, okay. I didn't expect that to work either. Okay. Full speed ahead. Because right now I sort of got a forward-looking angle for most of the rails, so let's try this thing out. Let's go racing. You know what? If it continues working like this, I'm not changing it to the Oculus. I fucking love using the Vive. It's still cold on my face. The Oculus Rift right now would be burning, like my forehead would be getting red, physically getting red. Okay, what do we got here? Not only do I enjoy vehicular puzzles, because I'm on a little truck, it changes everything, man. I also enjoy shooting. Let's go shooting. That's it. That's good. That's what we want. Do I need to move back a little, or did I destroy it all? I think I destroyed it all. It's not that picky with what you do. That is fucking lovely. It really does look like a sprint car. If you ever look at a sprint car online, not the winged ones, obviously. The winged ones have this big, huge freaking wing on top. Whoa. Okay. Holy crap. Why is there always one of these inside the rocks? I don't get that. What? Wait, what? Whoa. Whoa. What? The fuck? I have goosebumps. The fuck? What? What? Yeah, this is like the basement in Albino Lullaby. This is freaking weird, man. So I guess that's what the teleportation is? Hey, I haven't seen you this close yet. Why is... what? Are people insane? Tell me there's a way in. Okay, you better. I was like, there's a fucking track circle over here. What the fuck? What happened, everybody? Explain this to me. What the fuck? I can actually see these red things. I wonder if I can shoot them with the train or if I have to. It might have to do with the dome and me extending it. Game, you got me. This is like, I was afraid of the uncharted territories. The more I go, the more I'm fucking glad I just decided to do this. See, this is a moment where the roof and the floor are so close together that it feels like I'm being crushed. New arrival, inventory checked in CRT, short hose, 2 switches, small tree, leather pouch, power supply, large sheet metal cabinet. Okay, I get it. I really do get it. Okay, there's no more. 2 hose, fuse box, electrical cable, various switches, and medical. Just wonder, fucking read it. I know where it is though, but I have a feeling like if I don't. Oh shit, I got an idea. Spacebar. Yeah, that's the shit. Take pictures in this game so you do not have to go back and walk all the way to somewhere. Okay, but I think I know what I'm doing from here. I'm unlocking a door, most definitely. A door that was not accessible directly. And that means that this little roundabout here may have targets. Actual targets to it. This is interesting. Something suspicious in there. Probably won't even let me get close to it. Oh shit, that's the closest I've gotten to anything made of cloth in the game so far. Usually they invisible wall you, like there probably is one here. Yeah, there you go. Alright, let's go take a look at this. Pretty sure all I have to do is open it from the inside. There's a lot of that where the door is locked and you find out, you don't have to find a key or anything like that, you just have to open it from the inside. So you gotta make your way inside by foot. Open it. See these things? Can't help but think that I am to shoot them on sight. And I wonder if I'm gonna see that thing I've been warned not to approach, but I feel like approaching immediately. Wait a minute. What? I teleport to the opposite end? No way. No way. This is not complicated and respect that. It's easy to utilize. Like, it's easy to figure out what you're going to do with that tool. Just fucking go to each end of the map and try to figure out how to get places that are otherwise inaccessible. Does that look like the acorn-shaped object? No, I don't think so. Or maybe it is, because they said remotely shaped anything like this object. They're pretty clear about that. It could be. It could be. Could very well be. Let's make my GPU suffer a little bit here. Even though it's a 1080, I like to make it suffer. Holy shit. This is fucking legitimate as fuck. Except for the fact that I am in a place that really looks like you've taken a lot. But a lot too many drugs. I hope nobody broke into my place and like whispering. And like standing next to the camera now, you can see some stranger. Except he's gonna take stuff, walk out. And then I'm only gonna notice on my video. Hello, stranger there. Help yourself to the fridge. You're gonna help yourself to the Oculus tracker, because we're not using it right now, so you're not gonna notice. I'm not gonna notice you're stealing it. Just make sure you don't make too much noise, because I'll hear you through the headphones. Alright. Can I actually walk on top of these? It looked a lot like the other. So I'm trying to remember where I left my little buddy train here. But first off, we got some serious exploring to do here. Some serious fucking exploring to do. Alright, this is likely a level I can't access yet. Most evidently. And it's the level with the little tinting switch up there, so I'm pretty sure it's going to have to do with either a teleportation of some sort or a train ride of some sort. This is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Garage, that's fucking cool. Oh look, I'm behind the garage. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, won't let me jump down the ledge, but you made this whole complicated mechanism to allow me to actually get down this ledge. Whoa. I am not whoa. It goes forward. That is so cool. Oh, and my movement is locked. Oh, I clicked. Fuck me. Oh, that's okay. This time, though, I will call it a close. I want to play a little more in a couple of hours. I got one 38-minute part, one 28-minute part, another 20-some minute part, and one 42-minute part. I'll join those together. I may do something unique for my channel. I'm not sure yet. I'll see how the video turns out, because I know that the way I ran, I don't have to cut very often. And aside for the slow start, this is getting more and more interesting, an interesting progression. I may do full-length posts. It's going to be pretty fucking big videos, but I may do that. The one thing that will allow me to do is to produce this series without having to spend 3 hours cutting it down, which has been very demanding with Ark and Borderlands, but I would like not to have to do that for a third game on my channel. So instead, I'll do something that's much easier, which is to not cut and just leave everything in. So I also like having that hour format. I find it's more advantageous for the viewer. But in this case, what's the point? I mean, you get 2 parts in one, you get 2 separate parts. I don't think it's going to be my most popular series by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be unpopular. I'm saying my review video and my first impressions videos of technology and games are generally more popular. So I don't have to really worry about making sure I maximize view time on this. I want to play it the way I want to play it. And oh, look at this. Another door that I can probably just go ahead and open. Hey? Fuck you. Fuck you, but fuck, bitch, door, bitch, you're a cunt. Door, bitch, cunt, bitch, whore, bitch, cunt. Panel? No? Maybe? Whoa. Hello. You're perfectly normal and something I see every day. And, is this safe? Okay, this definitely will require yet another code. It's not on. It's not even on. Oh boy, wow. Holy shit. Watch, that code's gonna be on it. Multi-purpose villain control panel interface. This is a control panel that villains have supplied for our use. Although they are able to control their systems via vocalizations, they have provided these control panels for other species to have limited access and control. If you have trouble, please find Noah for help. Remember, the villain numbering system is base 4. Oh, that's fucked up. Drag from the one blob to another to form the Villian digits. Drag between blobs to disconnect. Is that the thing that I'm looking at here? I don't recognize any of this shit. It's supposed to be turned on? Where's the... Okay, I'll just keep reading. The standard panel has 5 digits, but single-digit panels are also used. Use only first digit to simulate a 1-digit panel, 0 to 3. Obviously, all panels will autocorrect for invalid entries. Drag between blobs. Really? What the fuck is this? Is that like 1, 2, 3? Would that make sense? Base 4 is a little hard to keep in mind, but yeah, I think there's any logic to this progression. This 2, 3. Why would, in all cases, I think that could actually be 4. Oh, this is baffling. I'm stuck on it without being in front of an actual panel to do something. That's interesting. Okay. The blobs. I shall discover the blobs. I don't know if these are the blobs. I'm not sure what this is. It doesn't appear like... I'm trying to do the action. Nothing happens. Just make sure my button's working. Okay. This will go buzz. So fucking weird. Oh, I think I know what we gotta do here. But I gotta watch for the xenomorph. Careful, don't watch for the xenomorph. I'm gonna go restore the power. I'm gonna go restore the power, please. Sounds functional. Must I route it? I guess I have to route it. Ew. Does this work? This does not work. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that this has turned on a bunch of shit. Oh. Oh. Okay, I also want to see this. See that it powered it up. Yeah, that's what I thought. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to learn an alien representation of base 4 mathematics. Now, to be fair, here's what I can do actually. I'm gonna actually try these just one shot and I'm gonna call it apart. I can't stop playing this fucking thing. Let me go, game. Let me fucking go. So, can I just fucking escape? Let me escape out of it. A little bit of a freak out there with the interface. So it's probably the game telling me it's time to soon quit. Now, how does that... Press enter. Does that do anything? What does that mean? I don't know what this is supposed to do, really. Oh! Wait a minute. Ah, there you go. Is that 3? Whoa. Okay, whoa. How do I reset it? I think to reset it, I just step away. Step back. Oh no, I don't. Okay, I have this. Let's see, I have that first connection. Up top, on down. Aha, okay. That is so fucking weird. Oh, I understand now how it flows. Dots get eventually added though. And then merge? What? so fucking weird. How do I clear you? I can't clear you. That's my problem right now. How do I clear? Okay. Oh, that was. Oh, that's 4. Okay. Is that 3 dots in the middle? Attached, but there's no bind. What the fuck? How the hell is that for? Nah, this thing's trolling me. This would be a bind there. That one is bound to the outside, but the two in the middle aren't joined. What is this, sir? 5. Okay. If that's 5, what the fuck is that? Whoa. All right. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with this yet, but it appears to be at my disposition whenever I feel like doing something with this. I don't know what yet. I mean, you're telling me about their numbering system, but what will I... Oh, I missed something. What will I use their numbering system for, is the question. Let's check this out. No, hey. Dumbasses. I don't want to do that yet. Tower, Sphere, CW, Farley, Junkyard Bucket, Caves. So this one's fucking locked on. Downtown and Garage. Ooh, I just powered up Downtown. Okay, Chris, stop playing this game. So I think it's been 2 hours and a half, including all the cuts and everything. Like I said earlier, I might want to do a straight up edit. Barely any cuts, putting the whole thing, including the boring bits. Letting you see the whole play for yourself. Turns out I'm enjoying this. I like the vehicle mechanic. I find it unfortunate that in the VIVE it's not following my orientation. It's a bit of a piss off. I'll look at one of these things from up close. No, we can't. Of course not. You're gonna fly away. But it was indicating to me that in the next part, I'll probably be introduced to somebody calling us on the phone. Thanks for watching, people. Part 1 of whatever I decide to call this as a series, but it definitely is a series on the game Obduction in virtual reality using the HTC VIVE thanks to the existence of a wonderful tool called ReVIVE. On that, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.